Thanks, Deputy Speaker. I rise this afternoon to speak on the member for Bradfield's motion, and I note the important contributions so far made by previous speakers. Known by Armenians as Artsakh or Black Garden, the enclave, Armenian in population but within Azerbaijan territory, was subjected to a devastating months-long blockade that prevented food and medical supplies reaching its 120,000 residents, and then resulted in an unprovoked 24-hour military assault by Azerbaijani forces. Azerbaijani authorities have internationally recognised sovereignty over these territories and exercise control over the territory from which the blockade was being carried out. However, they willfully ignored their obligation to ensure that the population in Nagorno-Karabakh was not denied access to food and other essential goods and medications. With social media bringing the footage of these brutal engagements to the phone screens of Armenians across the world, community members in Australia were more exposed to the conflict than ever before, and the despair and grief in their communities has been heard by this parliament. Deputy Speaker, it's important to note that for the second time now, an Australian government has recognised Azerbaijan's belligerent actions. First in November 2022, acknowledging Azerbaijan as a responsible party for a specific series of crimes against Armenian prisoners of war and the desecration of Armenian cultural and religious sites, and secondly, as the instigator of an illegal blockade in violation of international law. Deputy Speaker, the Australian government provided $500,000 to the United Nations Refugee Agency to alleviate the suffering of Armenians who fled the region following Azerbaijan's military escalation. During the blockade, the Australian government was concerned by the humanitarian situation and the welfare of more than 100,000 people from Nagorno-Karabakh, now in Armenia. Australia's contribution helped provide shelter and supplies to refugees and host communities. In August last year, we joined with the United States of America, Canada, the United Kingdom, the European Parliament and many other nations and prominent non-governmental organisations in supporting the International Court of Justice's provisional measures when the court ordered Azerbaijan to take all measures at its disposal to ensure unimpeded movement of persons, vehicles and cargo along the Lacoon corridor in both directions. On the 11th of October 2023, Australia joined the joint statement on the situation in Nagorno-Karabakh at the 54th session of the Human Rights Council, supporting the rights and security of Nagorno-Karabakh Armenians. And finally, in November of last year, at the UN during the Universal Periodic Review of Azerbaijan, the Australian government recommended that Azerbaijan, 1, immediately investigate allegations of illegal killings and torture by Azerbaijani soldiers during the 2020 war with Armenia and during fighting in September 2022. 2, seize arbitrary arrests of those critical of the government and release those held on politically motivated charges. And 3, investigate allegations of ill treatment within the Azerbaijani criminal justice system and hold perpetrators to account. Deputy Speaker, Australia has been clear that we expect Azerbaijan should guarantee the rights and security of the inhabitants of Nagorno-Karabakh and to release all illegally detained Armenian political prisoners, particularly civilians, and calls on Azerbaijan to take steps to ensure the protection of ancient cultural and historical sites. We support mediation efforts to secure a just and lasting peace. A peace agreement should recognise the sovereignty and territorial integrity of both Armenia and Azerbaijan and uphold the rights and security of Armenians who have remained in Nagorno-Karabakh, as well as those who may wish to return in the future. Australia welcomed the 7 December 2023 statement from the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan, reaffirming their intention to negotiate a peace treaty. We are encouraged by recent progress, including Armenia and Azerbaijan agreeing to use the 1991 Alma-Ata Declaration as the basis for border delimitation. Deputy Speaker, Australia believes a future peace agreement should recognise the sovereignty and territorial integrity of both countries and uphold the rights and security of Armenians who have remained in Nagorno-Karabakh, as well as those who may wish to return in the future.
Hear, hear.